In this last section, we're going to take a look at when to use law of cosines and law of sines. Which one should I use? And I've kind of talked through this already throughout, but there's really two ways of doing it. One is to go back to this earlier section that we had. Here it is, where I kind of just told you recognizing and remembering that angle, side, angle, and side angle are all using law of sines, and then side angle and side angle side is law of cosine. So that's just one way, just straight memorization. I think it's more helpful to think about your triangles and say, okay, law of sines always requires a pair. So I either need A, the side A, and the angle A, or I need B and angle B, or I need side C and angle C. If I have those, it'll work law of sines. If I don't, it's law of cosines. So let's take a look at this first one here. We've got side A, side B, side C. Notice I have no angles, so I don't have any pairs that I could use. So that one there is going to be a law of cosines. All right. Take a look at the next one. See, I have side A, angle B, angle C. You might be tempted to say, hey, I don't have any pairs, right? No angle A, no side B, no side C. I don't have any pairs, so it must be law of cosines. But if you said that, you would be wrong. Here's why. We have B, we have C. We can calculate A just using our geometry, right? And so this then will allow us to use a law of sines. So let's use a law of sines on that one. Okay. Take a look here. You're seeing angle A and side A. So what are you thinking we can do here? Hopefully you're thinking we can use the law of sines. Here I have side A, angle B, and side C. I have no pairs here for law of sines, and I can't even use that angle to find another angle. So here we're going to be using law of cosines. Here you see a pair, right? A and side A. And so that tells us that we can use the law of sines. Hopefully this is making sense to you. If not, my advice is to either memorize or just draw out a picture. Say, okay, I've got A, B, C. I know side A. I know side B. I know angle A is 39 degrees. Okay, this is a side angle. We have a pair. You might recognize this as ambiguous case, and I didn't teach it to you very well, or I only kind of introduced the beginning ideas. But you could still solve it most of the time here unless there's no solution. All right, let's take a look at the last one here. Notice the last one we have angle. You might be thinking, oh, no pairs, so it must be the law of sines. But this is a little tricky. If I have a triangle, you'll notice these angles won't change. I'm going to make the triangle bigger and smaller. The angles of the triangle aren't changing, but the size is. And so if you only have 3 angles, you know a little bit about the shape of the triangle. It's shaped like this, but you don't know how big it is, and you'll never be able to find out how big it is unless you have more information. So this one is neither. And that is a little information on how to use the law of sines. Determine whether to use the law of sines or law of cosines.